Hello. Welcome back to the Pharaoh-King's Blade, Nedoran Reclaimation. For some inspiration. Or is that recent? Did I do this for a while recently?
Yes, you
I
did
did?
2 sessions ago.
Okay, never mind. Where we last left our heroes, they gained a new follower. And have been traveling, started their travel out of the city towards the northern camp in the Scorched Barrens. Yeah. The Dragon Tribe Camp 1, and then you'll have to go to number 2, and then you have to go to the village.
And then we gotta go to the mountain.
Yeah. Well, you guys started your travels. Revian decided he needed to stay back in the
Was a
city
little bit too scared
and
for
help
battle.
his citizens there. Oh, thank you for putting Junior down for me. I knew I was forgetting somebody.
Put him down.
Yes, the other kobold has stolen his seat, and he's now sad.
That's okay, you can sit on Dela'Nova's lap. Alright. But you guys started your travel. Though I bet UX is a little... probably thinks it's a bit strange of a vehicle. No horse moves it, or any other creature of burden. At first you thought Bella was gonna start pulling it. And you watched her hop in the back.
Oh, right, we've also forgot. Well,
Take him out. Oh, the bird. Oh, that's an easy fix. The bird's just up above, and then we can place him in later.
Burb. Alright, let me get this going.
Choka.
You named it Lumino?
mm-hmm.
Alright.
You know, buying this hat was the best decision I ever made. So much personal shade.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of a suntan now, is there, darling?
There is.
Do tell.
I
It
mean,
burns.
if you look at Luke, he's practically burning in the sunlight.
That's why you pack SPF 50.
I don't think that helps him.
Has he tried it?
He's a vampire thrall. They're kind of allergic to the whole daylight thing.
Who is?
The one directly to the right of Talon. He's a very shy one.
Bella?
No, to the right. Look, we're facing forward. Bella's behind me. Luke is to the right of me.
So UX.
No. UX is in front of me.
Yes?
Hello. What were we talking about?
Apparently,
Greetings.
apparently people here don't like
I don't know.
sunscreen. Dela'Nova doesn't really like sunscreen, apparently. Explains all the rashes.
No. Sunscreen.
What even is that?
It's a thing to make sure you don't get burned in the sun, but you still get the added benefits of a tan.
Who needs 10 anyway?
So why is it called a screen? Is it something you walk around with?
Yes and no. You put it on your skin kind of like a gel, and it's just there.
I don't even think sunscreen exists in this time period. I don't know where this conversation came up.
It's gotta be. There's no way it doesn't. There's gotta be like some like ointment or some BS in the world. It's like, if you put this ointment delivered by the god in the oracle, it will help you not get burned by the sun or some shit.
Most people on this continent have probably developed
No,
darker
This
skin
talk
to
makes me
not
realize I
burn
really
in the
want something to
sun.
block my eyes.
That.
You need
I
the thing
think-
Talon has on.
What
If only
others?
we.
These are called sunglasses.
God damn it!
Now those do exist.
Yeah, get shit on.
Yes, I know they exist. I was hoping you wouldn't make the joke.
Get shit on.
People
I
use
think this-
bifocals all the time.
This hat
Right.
is enough protection for me.
Well,
Wherever did you get
Unless
these
it's
tinted
carried off by the desert
glass?
wind.
That's a stupid question.
So how are we traveling? Is this thing wielded by magic?
Appa, yep.
Oh, but you shut up.
In a sense, kind of.
Yeah.
The engine burns Ethereum.
Purified magmatic
what is Ethereum
magic.
exactly?
Don't worry about it.
Think of it as fuel.
All right, Nick,
What is
here we're gonna.
fuel? Do you?
Yeah.
Scratch that.
You-
You know how
wouldn't
oil.
this-
Scratch that. You know how oil in a lantern works. It's kind of like that. The oil is basically Ethereum to run this lantern, aka buggy, to go forward.
Linette points to her lantern.
That sounds
That's
really
cheating.
expensive. Why would you make use of that?
You're right. I feel like this might cause ecological disaster 200 years from now.
Well, those be years were
It
Talon
doesn't
won't be
actually
around.
like create any fumes or anything. It's actually
Oh,
pretty
so it's an
clean.
EV. Fun.
I don't believe in climate change.
Shut the fuck up.
Only druids can prevent climate change.
I do want climate change.
I
want
do.
it.
Yeah, they prevent climate change by holding on to the big reset button in the ground.
I feel like that could affect my habitat.
So isn't that basically just Noah's Ark? You just talked about the big reset button. Oh, trying to flood everything.
No, it's much worse.
That's a curious idea. Where do you hail, little froggy?
Oh, I come from far north, from the Argus Isles.
Isn't it cold up there? Like ice cold.
Not that far north. More like swampy.
Oh,
What level are you guys again? 9. Okay.
I was going to check for you real quick.
I have to be
9?
careful about my encounters.
Yeah.
Don't do what someone
Okay,
else did and gave us like a level 10 while we're level 8. Calm down.
I will
Oh.
level up then.
Oh yeah. Why is Linette level 8?
Wait. Oh shit.
Is
Yeah, I want to
Talon
do that.
lay oopsie? I think I think you did get leveled up because I wasn't sure what your level. I think I did put it in the chat. You just weren't here last session, right? Yo.
Who, me?
No,
no,
Linette.
Linette.
Nooya.
Nooya.
Nooya was here last session.
I really
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
I
the level up
remember
thing.
there was someone that said leveled up in the chat, but I don't remember you adding everyone about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Moby. Oh,
All right, I'll do it now then.
Might as well.
Oh, I rolled really low. That could be good or bad.
A big reset button comes right in front of you. But do you press it?
It's metaphorical reset button.
Oh, this actually could be very funny. Okay. Off in the distance, you see two scorpions fighting over something. And you hear
How big are the scorpions?
cursing in Umbral. Does anyone
I don't-
speak Umbral?
I
That's a
don't
good ass question.
think so.
It
Wait,
looks like
Umbral
a...
is the language of the dead.
Yes.
Looks at Luke.
Luke, you hear a person going, "No, get off me. You're gonna pull my arms off. I'm not food. Stop." You see a very heavily bandaged humanoid getting fought over by two giant scorpions.
That's just funny.
Wait, who turned to Luke?
There's a lot of moaning and groaning come from that man over there.
Wait,
Should
who
we
turned to
stop
Luke?
him
I
and
have
hold,
some.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's a man more as it is an undead monstrosity, so this looks like a bunch of not our problem.
Speaking of problems, why did you just assume Luke
just
knew
need
what
some
they were
milk.
talking about?
He,
Luke might not even know what they were talking about.
he is going to slowly turn around, Talon, and look you dead in the eyes.
You mean the
He
shades?
is a fucking vampire.
So you don't like?
Vampires are a type of undeath. That creature, points to the mummy, is a form of undeath. If
How
any
do you
two
just
people...
assume that he
Oh, well, they're
knows
not
the
all
language?
bad.
Not a lot
Do not
of
be
people know
worried.
any languages that they're from.
No, you're gonna tear my magic off me. Stop.
Man, that thing will not shut up. Anyways, if... Do you not understand how undeath works? It's kind of a magical link that curses you to stay alive longer than one typically should.
It's not a curse.
And do you not understand what assuming means?
Okay. It's less of an assumption, more how things work. If you are undead, you understand the undead and their language.
Is this scientifically proven?
This is magically proven.
Magic and science are two different things, darlings.
You can't bring a body back to life with science. Only magic does that.
Dr. Jekyll did.
That story doesn't exist.
I would like to point out that there is one who did so, but we don't talk about him.
And all of a sudden, Talon just like points at Luke and says,
Stop
"Vindicated."
pulling on me.
Vindicated.
By the way, what I am just doing the languages and stuff. Luke can hear it.
But all we hear is we hear the zombie from Minecraft. Is Luke going for it?
UX.
Are you criminals just gonna stand there and do nothing while someone's in need?
Can you guys make me?
It's not a person.
I will
Perception
not be a part of this.
or Arcana checks.
I'd like to make an athletics check to grapple the kobold.
Ooh.
Back into the cart.
Go right ahead.
You beat an
There's
11.
ace. Yup. That's
Fuck.
Wait, why is Linette? Oh, that's perception.
That's... Oh, whoops.
Wait, hold on.
Nope.
That's a 7. Hold on. Perception.
Okay.
That's not bad. Does passive perception count here or no?
You're actively looking ahead to the mummy. I'm
Okay,
just
never
trying
mind
to
that.
get a thing for it. Okay, Linette, you would notice that this mummy has been wrapped in scrolls of magic.
Ooh.
Mhm.
She gracefully hops off.
Grunk, you would also notice the same thing.
Unhand me, ruffian.
in me,
UX, you slip out of Dela'Nova's grasp quite easily.
Dela'Nova, how uncouth of you to grapple a lady like that without permission.
He was literally reaching for the for the.
But yeah, the
Mighty
scorpions
little
are
chin.
actually like
Just,
trying to tear
frowns.
pieces of him off.
Damn. Okay. Oh, that's how big the scorpions are. Damn.
Stand back, Linette.
I like how I say this is literally not our problem, and everyone is making it our problem. We
Talon
could've
just wants to
let-
see.
She will cast guidance on you.
Thank you.
Do not be so coy. They're merely misunderstood.
And I shall wait here.
Question, DM, is that the same guidance that I have?
What?
Because you remember you changed the guidance. Is Lynette's guidance working the same as mine, or is mine different?
Oh, right.
You,
I didn't ask that.
yeah, they didn't. They haven't asked them. You chose to have yours work differently.
Oh, I thought that was
Oh.
everyone. Oh, damn, why did Luke get so big? Oh, John's mind. Apache Chief Ine Chuck.
Ooh. People. Perhaps I am saved.
No.
He said no.
So, out of curiosity, has anyone else here ever had boiled scorpion?
Vampire goes squish.
We had scorpion before.
I was more addressing the new people here. Oddly
Talon.
enough, it tastes kind of like lobster. They're weirdly similar in biology, for some, which is weird because that is an insect of the land.
You should get closer and try some then.
My refund went through.
Oh, gladly.
Nikki, does a 19 hit?
Hit who?
Yes.
It does hit the mummy.
It would hit the mummy. You're correct. But he's not aiming for the mummy, he's aiming for the scorpion. Also, you would have had advantage as they had no idea you're coming up to them. They were more focused on their food. If you want to roll again to see if you crit, I'd be down with
Well,
that.
do.
Universe where that's possible.
Universe says no.
Try not to damage the claw meat.
Scorpion lets go of its quarrel and now looks angry. This
these are
mummy
some
takes
big-ass
the
fucking scorpions.
mummy, but also sees new prey.
Oh, I'm going to have fun.
Are any of you gonna help him in this combat, or is he just gonna go through it himself?
I will.
I would help.
It's only 2 scorpions. Talon might heal anyone
Let me
that
get
gets
in a
hurt.
better position, thank you.
Ugh.
All of the people who decide to help go before the scorpions and Luke.
Sure, I'll get involved. Why not? Do I get to pick where I am, or
Go ahead.
I go up be like right here? I guess.
On my hip.
On my hip. It might be over by the time Luke, Talon, and UX get there. Alrighty. Linette. I probably
Okay.
could change the music to a bit of Kumbot.
I'm only here to offer moral support.
Let's just see.
Talon is here to see how this goes.
I will. She will. Wait, I can't see the range on this one side. Oh, okay, it's fine right there. She's going to hold her lantern out and just open it, and tiny little wisps start flying out and converge right in the middle here. Right around here, and we'll cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh. That was a super peppery fucking... Man, may have put too much pepper into my popcorn. Ooh, Fairy Fire.
Become reveal. Oh,
Oh, wait. He gets one more because it's magic. It doesn't matter. Ugh.
One of the scorpions isn't affected.
Oh, did one scorpion succeed? Oh, one scorpion succeeded. My boy.
These are the BBGs.
And why is the mummy?
Because he's grappled by
Affected.
the...
Because it's grappled.
Wait, but it's so far away.
I'm holding it next to the token so I don't get annoyed by that. And technically
It's
they're
cool.
like right here.
It's because of overlapping tokens doesn't always work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boundary is a bit finicky.
A little bit.
and she's just gonna start floating up about 15 feet in the air. And that will be your turn.
Yellow.
Oh.
Blue.
Grunk will just load up his hand crossbow and aim at the already damaged scorpion and just shoot him. Wait, why did it say advantage? What?
This is
Okay.
currently fairy fired.
Ah.
Hey.
Well, lucky I had advantage.
Yes. It was only fate, though.
Wait, how long do I have advantage?
As long as fairy fire is up.
Ah, nice. Right. I shoot him again. And I shoot him again.
Man, I sure do love crossbow expert.
Hey. Did I hit him? I can't
Yeah.
see, and Luke is so big.
My wisps guided your shots true.
I appreciate it, madam. And
Well,
you'll just stay here.
well, at least I know what we're eating on the road.
I like me some scorpion.
Excuse me, Luke.
Just walks under his legs.
No, he runs and slides under Luke.
There's a joke I can make, but I can't say it on stream.
He slid into his DMs.
Not the joke I was gonna make. And especially with what Dela'Nova just attacked with, there's definitely a joke I can.
Either of those miss.
I believe a 20 hits. No, a 19 hits at least.
Both of them hit.
And then the next people would go is like, hey, have you seen my sons? They were helping this guy that was really complaining about, getting dressed.
No, I'm not gonna have a Scorpion King moment.
Has it taken all of the hammer damage? Okay. Bonus action.
Don't waste all your stuff. These are just scorpions.
I don't know why that rolled again. I clicked the hammer. There we go. I assume a 14 misses.
No, just miss.
Might have a turn. Oh, the scorpion.
Go ahead. Try it, you little shit.
Make my day. That's a nat 20.
Okay,
That's really
you
funny.
see, that's funny because it's a fucking it's a nat 20 on the attack that grapples, not the stinger.
Oh, damn. That's funny.
That is tragic.
Oh my god.
Fucking course a 20.
Hold
When
on,
it doesn't even matter.
I have to screenshot that.
When it doesn't even
Stop
fucking matter.
updating the chat for a second.
Not the 4 crit damage.
Okay, now you can continue.
One.
What
Another
the?
crit!
Okay.
Another crit! I told you this is the BBG.
Sorry, I'm
These
not
scorpions got some
laughing
bite
right
to them.
now.
Careful.
Damn.
Do you get poisoned?
Damn. Get shit on.
I'm resistant to poison. I'm not immune to being poisoned.
No, you just take poison damage. Does that
13?
crit too?
It
It
did.
should.
No, that's just his normal damage.
Oh. Now let me heal 13.
Oh no,
It's
the
just
poison
piercing.
damage. The poison damage is the other formula. Because you failed
Oh.
to save. The 21 piercing is the crit hit.
I don't know if
The
they were
poison
gonna
damage
pass
is
that crit.
separate from a con save, so I don't think it actually gets crit damage. I'm not sure.
Up to you, DM. Roll a dice for yourself and figure it out.
Oh, it won't let me. Lame. Okay, I'll just roll it twice.
Yeah, no, it won't. You already rolled the poison damage.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Hey,
Luke.
it knew it was gonna die. It got its last hurrah. All right, I can respect that.
Dela, you good?
Yes, I feel like some of your pride just went away.
Can't believe both its
Boiling this one
attacks.
first.
2 grits! 2 grits!
No, it's because I had the audacity to taunt Foundry.
Oh my god, I am put in a really weird position right now. Ugh.
Just
What do you fucking mean? The Scorpion is preoccupied.
Why do you have like an AoE that's forcing you to hit him or something?
Yeah, you're right.
Funny. Oh, this big, you could probably just step on it.
Body slams the Scorpion and Dela'Nova into the ground.
With a nat 20.
I roll for chokehold.
Nikki, is that a hit?
Mm-hmm.
Against
Yes, yeah.
the Scorpion, yes.
If a 19 hits, that definitely hits.
Or were you asking something else?
Did it hit
You
you?
never know, do you now? But yes, that is the Scorpion.
Then that
Yeah.
hits.
The 22 hits the Scorpion.
And he's
Assuming
squished.
they're dead, yeah. Alright.
Alright, now we kill the mummy.
No,
Hi.
you don't. He's mine.
He's mine. Dela'Nova only wants to kill the mummy because they got critted twice. And it's still fresh in their mind.
Look, every time we've encountered these things in the desert, they have tried to kill us.
Oh wait to see if they try to kill us. We outnumber them
No,
and like
no,
This is
no,
the
no.
first time
That's
it's
big
been
as
not-
asked.
fuck.
That's because that are feral mummies. That's mummies that has lost all the sense and purposes. This one seems still to be hanging on.
By a thread, some would say.
Oh, I get it, because it's made of threads.
I'll give you a pass.
Thank you. Talon is nothing if not quick-witted.
Oh. Stands up. Finally, they let me go. Well, thanks, travelers, for your help.
You're welcome, old one.
Do we just hear?
Actually, he starts speaking common.
Oh shit!
Oh. Nikki, I would like to make a survival check to boil these like lobster.
By all means.
You can speak. You speak common?
I speak a great many languages.
Well, son, bitch, why didn't you start with that in the first place?
Because I was screaming out in anger and pain.
Curious.
So I used the language of the dead to cry out in anger. Damn scorpions
say
came
that
out
it
of
didn't
nowhere.
work.
Oh,
Talon can't say it
so
didn't
you shout
work.
profanity in your own tongue. Is that the sort of person you are?
Talon can't really like judge that because Talon does that sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
at
pretty
least the
normal.
dead won't judge me for it.
She floats down.
Is it because they're already dead?
Yes.
Oh, so shameless.
Meanwhile,
It makes sense though.
Oh yeah, you sever the pieces
Ah,
of the scorpion, much like a crab. You get all the everything out of it, and you even remove the stinger and make sure you have the well, you can extract it if you want.
I'm gonna toss
Basic
the
poisons.
poison glands to Grunk.
Two
Grunk
squishy sacks
catches them.
fly at Grunk.
Thanks. I will add them to my collection.
Yeah, no, he twists off the claws, he twists off the legs, he, to be honest, this isn't the... They're kind of like lobster, but not really. They have weird stinger tails and not flat.
excuse me. You cook.
Yes.
Mm. You prepared
And,
many scorpions before?
Yes. Puts the limbs in a cauldron like you would boil crab legs.
You're not as talented as you were before. How come?
The crickets
What?
are the silence is your answer. I believe that was towards Luke. Riveting RP, guys.
It's like the opposite of yesterday last week.
Yes. Anyways, boiled lobster. It's not
Lobster
lobster,
fest?
it's scorpion. That is a curious question. If you cooked a giant scorpion like lobster, what color would the shells turn?
Probably the same as scorpion. You can't really like change the anatomy of a color of a thing.
Well, it's not exactly true because lobsters are technically insects.
Okay, but that doesn't
Most
change
crustaceans are.
Yeah, but it doesn't change what I said. Like you can't change the foundation of what something is.
Except that's exactly what happens when you boil things like crab and lobster to cook them. The shells turn color.
Yeah, but not probably the same color.
Actually, give me a
It might
second.
be
I'm gonna look this
green.
one up. I'm curious about this.
Boiled a lobster, would it go from, I would assume...
My guess is green.
I would assume that these aren't black scorpions because
can I
that
get
doesn't...
a taste?
Because that doesn't... When it's done. These are... I would assume these aren't black scorpions because this is the desert. They would probably look something more like bark scorpions where they're shades of tan and gray.
So while they're doing that,
Kind of more like this.
Yeah, him.
Chunky.
I'm gonna expect the scroll mummy in more detail.
They have several scrolls upon their body. Multiple things of scorching ray, inflict wounds, hold person, fear, bestow curse, and a couple singular spells and cantrips.
These are some nice valuable scrolls.
Hmm. They were inscribed on my body when I was first... when I was buried. Huh, never think about it. Would I be the dead too?
If I put a scroll on you, could I take one back?
So you...
Question.
He,
Hey,
raises an eyebrow.
He has eyebrows?
A piece of scroll on his head moves
He raises
upwards
a
where his
scroll.
eye slot is. I have not tested such a thing. No, it would look really silly.
But I'll be sure to place it carefully.
Oh, you look out of place for a moment. Until I walk in the desert for a little longer. I'm sure it will brown right up.
I'll take the scroll that is hanging off your arm, and I'll just make your face even more handsome.
Interesting. So, what brings you out and looks around? Ah, how far did I walk? Everything looks the same again. Right, as I was saying, those scorpions jumped me from under the ground.
Does anyone
let me
have
get this straight.
parchment?
You're not used to eating them raw, I guess.
Why would you eat them raw? That's disgusting.
You should also get them poisoned too.
You don't do that up here?
No.
I mean, some cultures do.
Strange. You should try it sometime. It's not that bad. Saves you on some water as well.
Talon
The
is
prospect
trying
of
something
eating a
once.
bug raw makes you think. Well, Dela'Nova, you grew up in a more above average life, and most food was cooked. Very rarely did you ever eat anything raw. The prospect of it makes you think of the poor. I'm just kidding.
Damn. True.
Why would you say kidding? That's 100% accurate.
Dela'Nova hates the poor.
No.
Yes.
Confirmed.
We gotta reinforce that every RP session.
Confirmed.
Well, if the player
We got
confirms it,
him.
I guess it's true.
I'm sorry, he lives in the tech empire of nobility.
Okay, so
yes,
of course
fuck
he
the
hates
poor
the
people. Yes.
so you actually are right.
Is that what rich
For
people do? Make
scorpions.
excuses?
They do change color. It could change from shades of red to purple.
So from red to purple.
Well-
Yes, it depends on the subspecies of the different scorpions. Like the black ones turn purplish when boiled. The more tannish ones turns reddish when boiled or fried.
So these would be ones that evolved in the desert. So it literally just looks like giant lobster.
So it's a Skorupi.
Well, lunch is done. Hands Junior a plate with a whole ass scorpion cloth.
So why were you walking in the desert?
I woke up in a camp full of... You know what? People like you. Looks at Dela'Nova. And just
Oh, thank
full
you.
of them. And then I just started wandering. Though it was the middle of the night, probably wasn't my best plan ever. No, I've been wandering
Oh, my
a few
favorites.
day-night
Thank you.
cycles now. I wasn't counting. I
But
say
why
a
is it so
few. It could be
dry?
longer. But I
Do
think
you-
I've been walking in one direction.
That's a good band.
Do you know what you're hoping to find?
I'm not sure what I am hoping to find. I honestly don't even know why I'm even wandering. I have no clue what my purpose is.
How long have you been dead for?
Miss, I don't even know what day it is.
I mean, if you can... No, of course.
Perhaps a long time. Your outfits look very strange, and I don't remember anything like that being here in this land.
I am not from here. I apologize.
Oh.
Do not get the wrong idea.
Most of us aren't.
Oh. That changed my
Talon's from
perspective.
abroad.
That changes my perspective on things. Has this land been invaded?
What kind of perspective do you have? As someone who just came into the world a mere moment ago. Or longer?
I'm wondering how the Nedoran Empire is doing. I was hoping I'd run into one of the small towns that once existed around these parts, but I've been walking and wandering. I found a ruin, but that was about it.
Nedora is
I
a
would like
single
to roll
city
an insight check to
empire.
guess the intent of this creature.
When I was around, Nedora Empire had 2 cities.
Back in my day.
A couple little
Yeah,
towns.
they lost that.
Oh.
The second city decided that it didn't want to be part of the empire and we're trying to resolve that.
I hope the mines are okay.
One of them exploded.
Oh. Well, there's at least 3 more.
The other ones exploded as well.
There is 3 more, right? Oh, yeah, there is. There's exactly 3 more. Well. Huh. He looks down at his body. I thought they'd let me into the city anyways. I might get shot with arrows. I wonder if the mage, mage, oh fuck, sorry, give me a moment. I wonder if the Lady Pharaoh-King is still around and kicking.
Nope.
I'd like to learn her. My golly, has it been a really long time?
Probably.
Well, all I know is that he is a man.
Ooh. Yeah. You remember back when you guys were going through the under area that there was a female Pharaoh-King who was a mage. And that was
That we do.
I think it was the 3rd Pharaoh-King? Nikki has to double check.
I mean, I assume there's been more than one woman to hold the throne.
She was the
might
first
have.
to hold the throne. And no, she
Yeah,
was
but
not
only
the
3 of them
last.
had dedicated chambers.
Ah. Ah, so she had her... Hmm. I was wondering when that was going to get excavated at some point. Pharaoh-King chambers. Oh! Well, if you want to learn magic off me, you can just peer at my equations.
You seem to hold some very useful information.
Nikki, can I
Somewhat. He
inspect?
actually has a ritual spell on his body if you'd want to.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I can learn any new paladin magic?
You know I'm gonna. It's fine.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh, we lost to Rainzz. That's okay. I hope he's... I hope things are better for them next.
Yeah, probably food
Shouldn't-
poisoning.
He shouldn't have tried that scorpion.
He should do... He ate the scorpion tail.
Damn. I blame Dela'Nova. He didn't cook it right.
Didn't even cook the tail. Well,
He didn't even like drain
It's
it. Like
fine,
you're supposed to
it's
drain
just
the.
a little dry.
You're supposed to drain it like the flip fish with the blood. You're supposed to like cut the head and like let the poison seep out. Then you cook the tail. Come on, man.
That's not how. No,
Unfortunately,
it's not how any of that works. And this is
Prove me wrong.
coming from someone who is trained to work in a kitchen.
How they do it back in the redneck isles. I have video proof of it.
The thread raw.
Also, how the fuck is something boiled to cook dry?
That's
It's
magic in itself.
steamed. Steaming puts moisture into it.
that's what I do. Well, that's how I microwave most of my food. I put water in a cup right in there.
That tells me you eat a lot of ramen.
Ooh, ramen?
That
I
tells
cook
me
that on
you
the
eat
stove.
a lot of it.
Raw.
I cook it on
That's
the
a good
Egg
stove.
is
song, too.
runny, but if you heat it up, it's getting solid.
Yeah. Microwave ramen is not delicious. Though, used to do that a lot when I was when I was a teenager.
I like how I roll pretty high on the check to cook the food, and everyone's complaining that I didn't cook it right.
Well, to be fair, Talon, you didn't. Did you even give Talon a plate? You gave everyone else a plate.
I mean, I was waiting for this conversation to wrap up.
Well, I guess I'll continue wandering to the other city.
But to divulge.
Hold
Not
on, I'm
directly.
just reading.
Oh, okay.
Just stay still for a moment. Just writing down.
What is your name, old one?
He puts his bony fingers upon what would be his chin. Hard to tell.
What is it? Does it just like go through? It's just like he goes grab it, but like
He
it misses.
he rests his other bony hand on like his elbow, kind of pondering a thought for a moment. You know what? I don't even remember my own name, but when I think of a name does come up. Master.
Master Phoenix.
You're your own master?
I don't think so. I think someone created me. Maybe that's why I have no name. Perhaps the one who created me is...
Where were you going? Perhaps you were going to your master.
Maybe. Maybe that's where I'm wandering. No, I think those scorpions stopped me dead in my tracks.
You were going to the Nedoran
Nope.
Empire.
Pun intended.
Hmm. Well, we're not heading back just yet. We only just came from there. Aren't you glad that we found this specimen, Dela'Nova?
I'm happy we found him. She's
Well, with a full stomach, would you like to travel with us?
Travel with you. Where are you heading?
I don't. We're going the opposite direction you are. We're trying to
Oh.
get the
But we will
tribal
return.
villages.
Do not worry.
Talon is just
Also-
going where the wagon takes him.
Also, I legitimately don't think we have room
No,
in
you
the
don't.
in the carriage, especially with the pets.
I am very small, and so is the frogman. I believe we can make do.
Yes, 3 of you are very small. However, we also have we have a pretty large mastiff, a growing sunbird, 3 normal human-sized people, and the cart is built to transport at max 4.
Hold on. What magic items do we have?
I don't think we have any magic items that would apply here.
personally, I would not want to interrupt his path toward fate. As much as I want to stand around and look at his scrolls.
If only there was a device that would allow us to freeze frame a moment in time permanently.
That sounds scary. Please don't do that.
There is
What?
such spells. But mostly used by very powerful wizards. Or someone who is too insane and overloads their circuits. But no one is that stupid. Cough, cough.
Yukes
Oh,
tests
you-
her skills and rubs herself.
Let me tell you, a player
getting dry out
has
here.
done
Don't like
exactly
it.
what he just
I'm
said.
going back.
Oh, I'm not in your way. Don't mind me.
I might have a way to transport you, old timer, if you would allow me to.
You... Oh? How would you
I
be
pull
able
out
to...
my bag of holding.
Oh,
You can rest a while in here.
Yeah, but you'd have to be
he
able to
looks
stretch
at it.
the bag.
I don't even know if I could fit in that small pouch. Not small, it's like the pouch. I think I can get my whole arm or leg in there. I hope you do. I'm very much attached. He looks at his skeletal like fingers that still have skin on them. Though you could say I'm mostly skin and bone.
Oh no, we are getting a Chuckles incident.
Ha 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 ha.
No, you see, this bag is bigger on the inside. As long as you can get through the opening here, which is already really stretchable, you will fit right in.
I don't think a bag of holding can stretch wide enough to fit a
Dog,
humanoid
bud.
figure in.
How you doing?
You would, his torso wouldn't fit, but like I said, his head and arms and legs could fit perfectly fine. His torso is the problem. The bag does not stretch far enough for his torso.
Good girl. Hot time.
Damn it.
Chops legs, head, arms off, stuffs them in the bag, carries his torso like a backpack. We're going on an adventure.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, there's also another thing I could do potentially.
I don't think this act is as kind as you're making it out to be.
I pick up a piece of sand.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take out the hand.
Oh, the monkey hand. Wait, was that this one?
Hand of the necromancer.
Oh, you take out the hand of the necromancer.
How many charges does that even have?
It should have full charges right now because we have been spending a couple of days resting.
What is that?
All right,
Oh.
we found it in a dungeon.
Oh, just a little memorabilia.
Does it do anything?
Oh, what a
Oh,
strange
yes.
magical hand you have there. It's very scaly. Is this one... Did I mention if this one was scaly like a dragon?
It's one of the amethyst dragonborn's hands.
Yeah, okay, perfect. What a strange... This looks like one of your hands, but very skinny. And gem-like? Oh, neat.
Mm.
I can be right back. Do you want me to drop him off in the palace or in the city?
I don't think teleporting into the city works, remember? Your
Teleporting
last-
into the palace doesn't work. Teleporting into the city does. You just can't teleport directly into the palace.
I don't think teleporting him into the city would end well. It's probably going to lead to him getting pelted
Teleports a
with...
mummy, leaves him, teleports out. He looks around and just weary
I think
eyes.
he's going to get
guards
mauled
show
by
up.
the locals.
Gets thrown into prison.
He's
What
like,
a
hey,
day.
here you go. You're on your own. Deuces.
Luke,
Yes.
I would really like you to think about it and reconsider.
We don't even know if he's actually trying to get to the city.
But I saw him try to attempt to put him in a bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
Wherever you think you're taking him, it's not going to be better than what he finds himself.
Fair enough.
My body wants to move that direction, and he points the direction he's been generally going, which is in reality opposite of where you guys are heading. Technically, he's going this way. So yeah, you guys came from this way. Yeah. Technically, this is north. This is south. I'm just lazy when I make maps sometimes. I forget to make other way around maps. Oh. I can tell you what the camp looked like that I came from. As I said, I've been wandering for many night cycles.
Well, we might be heading there, so generally where in what direction?
That way.
Oh.
There's a small little ram shack and several tents. I think I heard other bee creatures there, but heck if I know.
Wonderful.
They seemed nice. Well, nice-ish.
I'm sure fate will bring you to meet many more nice people.
Oh, I hope so.
She'll look at Luke with a smile.
Well, I don't want to keep you all, from your journey.
Oh, you're not keeping us. We were happy to help you.
Oh, thank you.
Most of us were happy to help you. Like, glares at Dela'Nova.
He was happy too. He wanted food and we got it.
That's not how Talon saw it, but okay.
He tears off a scroll.
Power word kill.
Oh?
Yes.
Don't get mad at me for this one.
I know.
He hands you a scroll of prestidigitation. Make sure you sand tends to get in all nooks and crannies. This might help.
Oh,
Really funny.
that's very useful. Thank you.
I definitely can feel them in my scrolls. Whoop. My bad.
Legitimately thought he
Trips.
tripped over his scroll and just like it's like whoops.
It's gonna be really funny when he goes in a straight line and then runs into something like a giant rock.
Oh, way funnier. If you go south fast or further, if the direction he's going, he's actually gonna hit the portal. Eventually. But his destination is near that area, not directly. What the fuck? Someone took over my house, I think. Was this my house? Who's this knoll?
Linette looks rather satisfied with herself and will begin to walk back.
The food.
Not in the sun, please. Where it's shadier.
Has graduated from stealing Junior's seat to stealing Luke's.
I didn't know it was assigned seating.
Side eyes.
Why is this just Tetris?
No, okay, so we've explained this system before. The reason why Grunk and the kobolds can sit here is there isn't actually a seat here. They're leaning on the backrest and are
Sitting on their shoulders, essentially.
yes.
Oh, well then UX.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Oh yeah, apologize.
Wanted actual seed.
She straightens out her clothing and secures her hat.
I
Why
Not
do I have a
again.
feeling that Grunk is
I'm
basically
browsing my
sitting on
names.
top of Luke's hat.
Now he's sitting on top of the backrest. His legs kind of dangle on your shoulder.
Wow, I rolled low again.
Well, hello there, stranger.
Oh, cool. This one's gonna be actually a interesting one. Oh, actually, this is a buried monument. Okay. Alright. It is for later. Sorry. Encounter. Up ahead of you, you see a very, mostly buried statue.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And for a moment, you don't see anything there. And then you see something poke its head out. A small little kobold.
It's Junior's brother.
Well, we can't exactly move the card.
What?
Oh, I can't move the cart.
I'll move it. Oh, doesn't this thing also have the unique, does it have the front lights still? No, it doesn't
It
have front
does.
lights. Not at the moment.
It should.
I just don't have them turned on at the moment. Well, be lucky about the low encounter rolls. The higher, the worse they get. The lower, the more friendlier encounters you find. You find a little kobold dressed in bony armor. It looks like It has a shovel and it's trying to uncover this. Yeah. Ugh. So much work. I hope this thing has something of value in it.
Sudden shade behind him, in front of him.
Oh, finally a cloud.
Doesn't go away.
This is nice.
This is
Keeps
nice.
digging.
Smack.
Hmm?
And some thunder.
He stops for a moment. I don't think I'm alone anymore. He holds up his hands with the shovel in the air. I surrender. I mean no harm. I am just I'm just excavating something. It's not illegal.
What are you doing?
Excavating. I'm finding treasures I can sell. I saw this thing sticking out of the ground, so I started digging it.
Vicky, what does the statue look like?
It looks like some sort of humanoid, more human or elven figurine, but the statue looks pretty destroyed. But you can see more parts buried in the sand and closer places to where he's digging. Perhaps
What
it's in
material is it made out of?
some sort of shiny bluish. Oh, fuck. A blue stone with a nice sheen to it. Even where the statue pieces are broken, it's still very shiny and not dulled out.
I unfortunately don't have a masonry kit.
So,
I have jeweler's tools.
his hands are still up in the air. Can I put my arms down?
Never.
I mean, I didn't tell you to stick your arms up to begin with. That you gotta do that yourself.
Oh, he puts his hands down.
Where do you even come from?
Oh. I come from the west. I left the tribes to make it out on my own.
That seems rather foolish.
What? There's plenty of treasures in these desolate deserts.
Yes, but going alone into the desert is suicide.
I wasn't alone. Well, until recently.
Case in point.
I had to sacrifice my mount to some cannibals.
Yeah, kind of the point I was making. Perhaps not the wisest idea.
Oh. If you want some advice, try to stay clear of the edges of the rivers that are starting to dry up for some reason.
Yes, well, the issue that was causing the mountain to overflow was resolved.
Oh. That was... Oh. I have no idea what that means.
It means that the land is no longer being actively poisoned.
Ah. That's good. It It was being poisoned? Huh.
Yes. Tell
So,
me.
what brings you over here? What?
Well, we're currently on our way to go find the tribes in this area. However, you're stuck out here on your own with no transportation. And even if you do manage to excavate this statue, you have no way to transport it anywhere.
That's where you're wrong. I do have a way of transporting it. There's a reason I'm out here. And you will see him raise his hand up in the air a little bit and start doing some hand motions, as well as holding a book on his side while chanting. And you will see 3 floating... Wait. Does this only create 1? Oh, it does create 1. You see a floating disc pop up.
It's a Gith Yankee disc.
As they cast this spell. I had it all here. And he taps his brain.
I'm gonna look at the floating disc and look at the statue. Would I be correct in thinking that this isn't going to work the way he thinks it does? Because it's only 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick.
That can hold up to 500 pounds.
Yes, but the statue is in pieces.
Yep. But he doesn't know
He's not
how
gonna be able to-
heavy the statue is. He doesn't know.
That's the other problem.
He's not the brightest kobold.
I don't think you've really thought this through. You see, let's say you get the entire statue dug out. Your first problem is going to be running into the limitations of this particular incantation. You see, this circle is only 3 feet in diameter, and judging by the width of what you have dug out so far, the statue is more than 3 feet in diameter. Your second limitation is typically this spell can only hold up to 500 pounds. And I can almost guarantee you, no matter what the material, unless it was pure mithril, there is no way in the 9 Hells that is less than 500 pounds.
He looks at the statue for a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. How much is 500 pounds? I've stacked this thing full of, like, lots of things, and I've never hit the limit before. I didn't even know there was one. Damn. Maybe I did need my mount after all.
What tribe did you even come from anyways?
Oh. Well, we're all one tribe now, but there used to be 4 tribes. I come from the black and green, is it? One moment. Do 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 do. Black, blue, green, red, white. Ah, okay, so it was the... No. Ah, I come from the green tribe. Well, the originally green tribe. Now we're the scorched tribe. United. Though I didn't
United
really...
by who?
A worm.
God fucking damn it.
It apparently convinced each of the different tribes, priestesses and witch doctors that it was a true dragon. I don't give a shit about that hooey bullshit. I didn't get to make any more money.
How would you like to go to a place where you could make a lot of money?
I like the prospects of money. How much we
Well,
talking?
Well,
Before
I have
you,
two.
Before you answer that question, you gotta think to yourself, how much does this kobold think is valuable, and how much gold-wise does he think is valuable? Now,
Yeah.
if he said lindworm, that's a different story, but he said worm, which is a different... they're not dragons, they're pseudo-dragons, and they're not proper. Lindworms, however, are not... No, great worms, sorry, are like...
Great worms
extreme
appear
ancient
when you
dragons.
exterminate an entire bloodline.
They're also
Typically.
the longest lived.
Yeah.
An ancient dragon can turn into a great worm.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're dealing with a lindworm specifically in the Scorched Barrens.
Yes, and those are pseudo-dragons. They're kind of close to what the Far Eastern dragons are supposed to be like, but without magic and other draconic features that those ones have.
Right.
I never really understood the whole thing.
So
he just notices the little skull in your shoulder. It took him a while.
Oh. Yeah, no, that was a servant of a different dragon who decided it would be funny to try and double cross me.
Oh. He thinks for a moment. I'll try my best not to hand you two crosses.
That not what that means.
Let him roll with us.
Anyways,
That was funny.
if you like making money, there is a Drake in the Nedoran Empire that runs a shop, and I'm sure he would love having someone to help him, seeing as though he has a bit of a mobility problem.
Oh. Ooh. Already. Oh, I'm moving up in the world.
Although I will warn you, he is a red Drake.
That's okay. Kobolds are usually not too harshly bullied by other dragonkin. He turns around, comes back. Where am I going?
Oh. Nikki, what was the name of the Drake again?
Who is this Nikki you're talking to?
Scroll. Howard.
Using the shiny rock, I open a portal to Howard's shop.
They look at the rippling wall. Whoa. Why is it
Just step through
rippling?
there.
Step through
That
it.
is a
That's a solid object.
that is a doorway.
I may be a little stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
Nikki, I'd like to make a strength check to chuck the kobold into the fucking doorway.
Sure, go ahead, by all means.
Nat 1, nat 1, nat 1.
Yeet! Yeah, it's a doorway. Watch. Yeet.
Roll athletics check to make sure you actually throw it through the door and not miss.
There is a partially buried statue here. Though judging on its location, you give me... the rest of you could also give me our perception or investigation checks.
What check were you wanting?
Either one. They do give you the same results for this one. Perception or investigation.
It sounded like you were going to say something else since I was standing at the statue.
Oh, that does have to... It retains to the statue and around to the statue.
Yep. Sure he's made out of weird rock.
It's not a rock, it's a boulder.
Actually, now that I'm looking at it up close, is this metallic in any way?
Kinda.
I don't know what the lead singer from Metallica has to do with anything.
Is this mithril ore?
Maybe.
Or some sort of mithril-infused stone?
Smile. Wobbler?
Yeah.
Perception or investigation? I guess I'll
Shit,
get...
I'm not good at any of those.
Get Linette as well. Oh, sorry, they just got back. I
Hi.
don't do that. Perception or investigation, Nooya?
Perception.
All right, Junior and Talon. With your keen senses and everything, you look around and realize that this area has a weird layout. Where the statue is, you notice other things slightly poking out of the sand. And based on its layout, you've seen villages and things before. You guys are actually standing atop a buried village. Junior runs around, runs up to Dela'Nova and starts tugging at his cloak. But, Dela'Nova. I think this was a town or something.
Probably. The sand will eventually consume all.
I hope not. He points to the statue and goes, perhaps that was once one of the Pharaoh-Kings.
Probably.
I wonder what happened here.
Who can say, but it is sunken into the desert sense. Nikki, I'd like to make a smithing tools check on the statue material.
Sure, by all means.
Who can say where the road goes?
Where the wind blows.
What is the statue made out of?
I miss that meme so much.
I love Enya. It's such good music. This is mithril, as you suspected.
Now I feel like kind of a dick. He could have transported this, maybe.
Because it is a light material.
I'm I'm going to tie a rope around the top of the statue that's peeking out, and then tie the other side to the cart
Okay.
and attempt to pull it out.
You'll have to make a vehicle check.
But oh wait, I have navigation.
Rolls
Oh yeah, here's the vehicle button.
rolls nat 1. The
Go on,
vehicle
do it.
explodes.
That's the three. Silver Barb, roll
The wheels spin and kick up sand.
Oh, right. Downshifted into the wrong gear. Let me try that one more time.
It starts budging forward slowly.
How long would it take to just pull at this rate, or do I need to make another check?
A while. There we go.
I also could potentially go and literally pull out the statue of the sand.
That too. But
That's what I'm doing.
they're determined. As you shift the gears and put it into a little faster, more fuel consumption. And you could feel it budging. You're like, it's almost out, and then you go, and it like kind of like bounces. The statue flies out of the sandy hole it was in and clumps a couple times, and you stop the vehicle really quickly, kind of whiplash a little bit. But you pull part of the statue out.
Yeah, no, the statue's weird. It's made of mithril for some reason. So, that leaves us with the moral quandary of, do we preserve a priceless relic of history, or do we use it for its valuable resource in our own game?
Dude. Talon is either way. Not everyone speak at once now.
Yeah, no, that was more of a question to the party.
Well, I already
I missed it.
Sorry.
The statue is made of mithril. We can either preserve a priceless relic of history or exploit the valuable resource for our own gain. Was the moral quandary.
I have no need for valuables.
Do we really care about history at this point? That's the biggest question that I probably should ask the party.
Well, there are plenty of hidden treasures hidden under the sand all over this desert. Towns, cities lost to time.
I mean, we're standing on a sunken village right now.
Not
Probably
sunk,
more out there.
buried. There's a difference.
Well, it sunk into the sands over a period. Semantics. The fact of the matter is, we still have chunks of the statues acting as markers. We could easily send people here later to excavate this site, especially after we start having the land restored after being poisoned by Ethereum for so long.
Maybe even make some of the waterways run water again.
Right. But this chunk of the statue, we can either return it in as a historical claim for the Pharaoh, or we can break it into chunks and use it for other means.
Wait, you're saying that if we keep the statue and we could use it as a casus belli for taking our more territory, wouldn't that strengthen our position then? Doesn't that speak for itself?
I mean, most of us are already in the Pharaoh's inner circle. That's less what I'm talking about. It's more of do we want a political boon or a resource boon?
I would say a political boon in this case, because we don't necessarily need to strengthen our internal positioning, but also our external positioning. And recovering a historical artifact from the old empire would be a boon that might give us a little bit more legitimacy for our neighbors, so to speak, Dela'Nova.
True. Weird that they chose mithril, though. Usually statues are coated in a layer of gold.
Perhaps someone stole the gold.
But why would the statue be made of mithril then?
To show
All they had left?
wealth.
Fair enough.
All they had left, I guess?
Right. I guess we'll attach skis to the statue and tie it to the back of the cart as we move so that it's not just bumping into rocks.
Sounds good.
And then there are still the chunks of statue that identify this place so that we could send an excavation team later.
Yep. And you guys keep traveling and traveling. Eventually... Actually, before I do that, is there? There is not. Okay. Then I will make one. Modules. Ja. Camp. As night falls. Night 1. You guys have tents, don't you?
Last time I saw we had tents.
Okay.
It's chilly out. Lovely.
Were they TP tents? Yeah, they totally were TP tents.
They were 3-person tents.
But guys, I also need to get going. It's getting way too late for me, and I have stuff I need to prep for tomorrow.
Yep.
So I sadly have to bounce for now. I'll talk to you guys later, and
Yeah,
tell me
okay.
what
We'll
happens.
finish the night sequence and then...
Yeah.
Take care, Pass.
You two guys. Bye.
See ya.
Ladies.
What? Yeah. I just saw the post. Matthew the Merciless. All right. As night falls, the air cooling the surface sands, upon the twinkling night sky with the 3 moons in their separate phases. Though, one moon in particular seems to always be in the new moon phase and never changes. Almost like it always reflects the sun.
I mean, that one exploded.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I have a question about the
The
sunbird.
fire.
Yeah.
How lovely.
Does it create a radius of light around it?
Slightly.
It is the fire. It is the campfire.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, it nests in the fire.
Orange isn't a real color.
Jeez.
They technically create a radius that is 60 feet by 60 feet. Well, 60 feet bright and dim. So yes, they do produce light at night.
Jeez.
That is both useful and terrifying.
It sits in the fire, so it doesn't create such bright light. And
It's
it
roosty.
curls up and... Or, yeah, I guess it could sit on the burning sticks and stuff.
It's immune to fire. I don't see why it wouldn't. It's
actually
literally
named.
made of it.
So Hoomst is gonna do first, Wash.
Guess we volunteered.
I mean,
I might as well.
the bird can help.
Burb can help. Keen height.
Bella can also
It
help.
has advantage.
And hearing.
What's with these low rolls? Damn. Alright. I gotta quickly go to the bathroom, but then I'll give you guys one. See.
UX, you seem to have a lot of imagery that reminds me of the night sky. Is there a particular fondness for that?
You were saying?
Oh, was I? I can speak louder if you want.
Yeah, I was about to doze off. I'm sorry.
No, we should keep watch, like they wanted us to do, but didn't tell us.
I hate this human biology cycle. That's the worst thing ever.
Well, maybe.
I'm complaining about silliness. UX is not paying attention. Lol. Not again. That's too
Where's Bella?
fucking funny.
What does Bella see?
33.
She's sniffing them out.
You hear
Yeah, that a lot.
cackling in the distance of hyenas. And you hear the similar groans and moans in a more abrupt yelling like way. You assume someone is cursing again. You see in the distance 7 shapes, with one of the shapes having a slightly larger figure than the other ones. But there's about 7 large canine-like creatures in the distance.
Oh, the gnolls are fighting a mummy.
Let's continue this some other time.
Quadrupeds.
Oh, they're normal hyenas.
Normal hyenas.
But why?
But why?
And there's just animals.
Because there's a scuffle right near us, and I imagine with an open flame will be easy to spot.
Oh, it's not near. It's a.
Oh,
You can see their shapes just
You get
barely
some?
because it's a flat desert and there isn't really too much, but you can see it just above just before the horizon in the distance. It's like a good 200-esque meters away from you.
My point is, if we can barely see them, then they can definitely see us.
You can snuff out the flame if you want, and it will.
Would you?
we can't snuff out the bird.
The bird can go into the car. It's fine.
Into the
Or the
tent.
tent. Well, that's kind of rude, I would say.
Yeah.
That's their problem.
What the fuck?
And she's going to snuff out the campfire.
Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror.
What the fuck?
Darkness is not a horror. It's a comfort.
It's a nice lady. Stop calling her a whore.
Not what they said at all.
They said it's a horror.
Eventually, the cackling in the distance dies down and can be no longer heard anymore. Just barely. Almost like a whisper in the far off distance, like an echo of sound.
Smart thinking. Are you used to dealing with such heinous creatures?
No, I am just more accustomed to the darkness. And most cannot see me, even with these. And she flicks one of her mini lanterns. These don't actually produce light.
But I do. I can see everything.
So you can see in the darkness too.
Oh, barrel and moused.
I can see quite far.
You can see double
Well,
the
it's
distance.
getting dark. Nothing to do. Is it safe to snooze, do you think?
For you, yes. I'll be awake for some time.
I appreciate it. You know, I'm old.
I understand. I'll enjoy this darkness quite a bit more.
Soft embers of light coming off of the thing. Alright. Next Walsh.
Crawling, disgruntled, out of the tent, putting the bird back on the campfire.
Didn't need a sunlight wake
Snore.
Oh no. Where are they fighting? In the distance, you hear the sounds of clashing and fighting. You hear the sounds of jackals, much larger than normal. And you hear the sounds of spiders? And strange, almost like, as a person who is understandably versed in magic, Linette, you hear what sounds like phasing. Like a jaunt or teleportation. With the sounds of the spiders, you could assume there are some phase spiders out in the desert. And it seems they're fighting some sort of jackal creatures.
Sounds like not our problem.
Once again, off in the distance. Not a threat.
Again, not our problem.
She's going to walk over to UX and pick her up and put her into the tent where Talon is.
Loosen her arms.
There you go.
Quiet snore. Curlo.
We're going to be extra quiet tonight. She'll pet the dog in reassurance.
Oh, that's right. Your character can trance and just doesn't need to properly sleep. I actually have something I want to say that's kind of like out of context. Kind of out of context. In Baldur's Gate 3, the before the biggest update, if I remember correctly, if you were an elf, your character wouldn't sleep. They'd sit crisscross on their bed as if they're meditating.
They don't crisscross. They have like a Zen thing, but they
Yeah.
still do lay down.
Oh, they do. Yeah. I haven't
They
seen...
can't be put to sleep though by spells or anything though.
Yeah, but I haven't seen... I liked that because their characters wouldn't actually sleep because they would just be like, I can just meditate for a little bit. Anyway. Oh, oops.
And let's see. I'm looking at something here. There's like a feature, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't last too long. But she's going to repeatedly cast see invisibility while she's watching. Just for extra assurance.
Fair enough. Are you up for the next watch? Gonna wake anyone else up?
Yep. They should sleep for a bit longer.
Alrighty.
Perception. Darn.
As the hours go by, just the regular sounds of the desert night. Sounds of nothing, really. Silent. Don't hear much other than maybe a skittering of a scorpion or two. Rolled an encounter that did nothing.
Haha, we funny. Wake up to Junior missing.
The funny Joku.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Around the end of the night, a sandstorm rolls in.
Is it the root?
All right. For the next 3 hours of the morning, your visibility is reduced to 1 foot. That's how bad this sandstorm is.
Well, if I can't see, then neither can anyone else. And she will guide all the creatures that are outside back inside to wherever they wish to go.
This wind and sandstorm would start waking people up as the flaps of the tent would start fucking whapping and everything. Sand blowing in. Grunk sleeping in the fucking box car gets covered and wakes up covered in sand. Sand burial.
You underestimate me. I am old.
Outside the tents, the visibility is absolutely horrendous. But inside your tents, it seems to be just fine. Blows and blows for hours. Alright, I think this is where we'll end today's session, and we'll pick up next week. When we have everybody.
Yes.
Hopefully everyone's not... Or hopefully everyone will be feeling a little better next week, too. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us for today's session of the Pharaoh-King's Reclaimation. Also, thank you for the follow, the follows, the gifted subs, the resubs, the raids, all the support you've been giving me and my players. I really appreciate it all. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, morning, day, night, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.